All right, today we're going to break down the raw, unfiltered philosophy of David Goggins for absolutely mastering your mind. We're diving deep into his core principles for forging mental toughness, and this is all taken directly from his own words. Let's get into it. So Goggins kicks things off with this really powerful idea. He argues that when you're truly up against it, facing depression, real hardship, even death, you can't just Google the answer. You're left alone with this one single tool, your brain. And that right there leads to the big question. Because that powerful weapon, well, it's kind of got a mind of its own. Your brain is hardwired to seek comfort, to pull you away from anything that hurts. So the real question is, who's actually running the show? This is the central battle that Goggins is always talking about. He says if you can't control your own brain, it is absolutely going to control you. You have to be the one to tell it where you want to go and exactly how you're going to get there. If you don't, it's game over. And this really lays out that internal conflict, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the brain's default setting. It wants comfort, it makes up excuses, it's driven by fear. But on the other side, that's you, consciously taking the wheel. You're seeking a purpose, you're enforcing discipline, and you're operating from strength. The key here is you have to actively choose to live in that second column. It doesn't happen by accident. So how do you even start winning that battle? Well, it begins with the first pillar, what I call the repetition rule. This is Goggins' method for just smashing through any obstacle, not with some fancy strategy, but with sheer, stubborn, relentless repetition. Man, this quote just captures that mindset perfectly. There's no alternative. There's no escape hatch. No, maybe I'll try again tomorrow. The only option when you fail is to go back and do it again. It doesn't matter if it's physical, like swimming, or mental, like studying. The command is always the same. We're going back. You know, the process itself is brutally simple. You try the thing, you fail. And, this is the most important part, you do not stop. You just go back again. Goggins says that your mind eventually gets the message. It learns a fundamental truth about you. You're not going to quit. So it has no choice but to adapt and figure it out. All right, pillar number 2, and this might just be the most powerful concept of them all. It's about redefining your baseline. It's about building insane resilience by making hardship your new normal. So let's be crystal clear on what this means. This is a conscious decision to make suffering your day-to-day reality. Instead of seeing a hard time as an interruption to your comfortable life, you make the hardship itself the standard. And your mind, it just says, Roger that, guess this is home now. And look, this is not some abstract theory. Goggins lived this for 18 months in Navy SEAL training. He wasn't just surviving the pain, he made pain his job. Waking up broken, literally duct taping his feet together, that became his version of putting on a suit and tie and going to the office. His mind adapted because it accepted this new reality. Being broken wasn't the exception anymore, it was the norm. Okay, this next pillar, this is the one that locks everything else into place. It's all about removing the very idea of retreat. You have to literally engineer your situation so there is absolutely no way out except to go through. I mean, that is the level of commitment we're talking about here. This isn't about just trying hard and seeing what happens. It's about total immersion. Goggins says he became the owner, the CEO of Navy SEAL training. He created this mental world where nothing else even existed beyond the challenge right in front of him. And here's the payoff, right? It's the psychological shift this creates. Your mind is an efficiency machine. As soon as it knows there are no escape routes, it stops wasting precious energy looking for one. All of that mental horsepower gets redirected to a single mission: adapt and overcome. So what's the ultimate point of all this pain and suffering? It's about discovering what you are truly capable of. Goggins argues that most of us, we have no idea what our real 100% even looks like, because we've just never been pushed far enough to find out. And this slide, wow, it just shows you how shocking that gap can be. On the left, that's the man Goggins thought was at his limit, working a low-wage job, almost 300 pounds, and believing that was as good as it was ever going to get. On the right, that's what he became. The scariest part to him looking back is that he could have died believing that the left side was his 100%. So how do you find it? Well, Goggins is crystal clear. You don't find this potential in a comfortable life. The path goes straight through trials, tribulations, and a whole lot of suffering. It means facing the disappointment in yourself, looking in that mirror every single day and being brutally, painfully honest about where you're falling short. That daily accountability, he says, is its own special kind of misery, but it's absolutely essential for growth. And that brings us to this really profound, almost backwards idea. You know, we all think we need to find peace first, and then we can tackle the hard things. Goggins says, no, you've got it all wrong. Real, lasting peace isn't the starting line. It's the reward you earn on the other side of all that suffering and self-confrontation. So let's just end with this, turning it all back to you. After hearing all this, the question isn't about Goggins anymore. It's about you. This isn't just about running ultramarathons. Think about your own life. What comfort have you accepted as your standard? What limitation have you just decided is normal, when in reality it's the very thing you should be fighting against?